it's Michael Smith from Planet Naturopath back again. I did my Let's Get Checked thyroid test last Wednesday. It's now Monday, 5 days later, and my results are back. So let's have a look at the Let's Get Checked dashboard. We'll have a look at my results and I'll explain what they all mean and how you can order your own thyroid test online or other Let's Get Checked tests. So let's have a look. So this is a look at the Let's Get Checked dashboard. When you do the test, you fill out a questionnaire that just puts in your height, weight, BMI, blood pressure if you know it, anything like that. Things like BMI, I'm not a really big fan on because it works on a height to weight ratio. So if someone has more muscle mass, they're going to have a higher BMI. That looks like a high BMI, but I know that I have a 12-14% body fat. And then we look at the test results. So I've done the thyroid result and click on here. And this is the comprehensive thyroid result. So we get TSH, thyroid stimulating hormone. That's just the brain telling the thyroid whether to make T4. And then T4 gets converted to T3. And most of the T4 is converted to T3, not in the thyroid, but in the peripheral tissues. So things like gut health, inflammation, those types of things can affect T4 to T3 conversion. So TSH, my level is 1.27, and then you click on here, and it gives you the reference range. So the reference range is 0.27 to 4.2, but the optimal range is between 1 and 2. So that's, that is a good level there. Then we look at total T4, and once again, we click on here and we've got a reference range. I just scrape into the reference range, which is interesting. So this is like, T4 is like your storage form of thyroid hormone. And you've got total T4, which is this, and more importantly is your free T4. We'll just check that out. And this is actually the opposite. So I am in the upper range of the free T4, so I've got plenty of T4 available. And then T4 to T3 conversion is very important. So T3, and this is the metric, so the lab results will be a little bit different if you're in the United States. You'll be presented in the United States version. So 4.9 is equivalent to around 3.8 in the US version of the results. So the reference range is 3.1 to 6.8. Ideally, you want to be in that 4 minimum to around 5, 5.5. So 4.9 is very good. So I'm happy with that T4 to T3 conversion. And then the thyroid antibodies, that's showing if there's an immune response against your thyroid gland. Sometimes you can have elevated levels of antibodies, but everything else is normal. And this is just indicating that the thyroid is starting to have this immune attack against it, and it will end up leading to a low thyroid problem later, or potentially hyperthyroid if it's Graves' disease. So there's Graves or Hashimoto's. So once again, I'm at the bottom of the reference range here in that sort of ideal range for both of these. So there's no autoimmune issue there. And so if you get this and these levels are perfect, you probably don't have to check these like every year. I always like to check TSH, T4, and T3 and free T4 every year. There's other things in the, you can maintain a personal health record with Let's Get Checked. I haven't put anything in here for that. You've got a wearables integration and order history. And as you do more and more tests, you'll see like it'll all store these in your dashboard and you'll be able to refer back to them quite easily. Once you get your Let's Get Checked results, you'll get a call from the nurse, or you can schedule a time to speak with the nurse. You just click on this link here, a time will come up and you can choose your time, and they'll call you back and explain the results to you if you're not too sure, if you've got any questions. They can help advise just on basic diet. They won't give you medication, but they might recommend that you need to see a doctor. Unless you've had a positive result for one of the sexual health tests, you can get medication for that. So that's a really good service, and I had a chat with them yesterday and they were very knowledgeable and gave me some great advice on the next steps to do. So if you want to order a test, you go to the online store and there's a whole range of tests to choose from. There's sexual health, female fertility, hormone testing, thyroid testing, vitamins, same with men, testosterone testing. There's also wellness checks looking at things like Lyme disease, omega-3, liver, vitamin D. So there's a wide range of tests. You can simply do these at home, send them back to the lab, and you get your results in anywhere between 3 and 5 days. So if you use the coupon code PLANET, you'll get 20% off the tests. And if you have any questions, contact me at Planet Naturopath.